of 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Unable to connect on a first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Here's Murray. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go with Murray again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw here, Dalton. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield here, Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
They'll run here with Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford him. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Third and long here for Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Dalton, 1st and 10. Going deep downfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, And now he bowls him over. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now they run with Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Hill. A big hit. Knocked out sideways around the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. So Dalton now. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This fielded at the 2. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Mariota. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And a wildcat formation here. They run with Murray. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Murray. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Play clock winding down. Now Mariota steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And Dalton to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mixon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On second down, Mariota again. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down, Dalton. Able to shake him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down, Mariota. They will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays for Tennessee. Another 1st down for the Titans. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker in the final minute. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Steelers coming away victorious there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Following the fumble recovery, Dalton, he's going to go for a big play downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So now Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Down to 7 seconds now, 6. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Stepping up, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Bengals have recovered it. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Andy Dalton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. 30. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely, and I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Tennessee, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy dare try to stop the truth. How dare you to stop the truth? Look, you're getting